So guys, we are the farm again, and of course, I've been getting several questions concerning how to feed your pregnant pigs, because I made a video some days ago on how we heavy feed our pigs before they give birth. Yes, that's how we do on this farm. Now, I'm always a strong believer in you have to discover what works for you and stick to what works for you. So basically, how we feed our pregnant pigs for proper results is, mind you, feeding alone does not guarantee or does not determine the number of pigs your pig will give birth to. Feeding alone does not determine it. The sperm quality of the boa that crossed it is also a factor. That is also a factor. Now, and the health condition of the pig too. Now, how do we feed our pregnant pigs to ensure that they give birth to healthy piglets? Now, there are 3 stages of pregnancy in pigs. And you all know everything I say on my videos are practical knowledge, not, oh, I heard from somewhere, oh, or I read it from somewhere. Practical, like I've always shared in my videos for the past 4 or 5 years on this platform. Now, there are 3 stages of pregnancy in pigs. In fact, right now, we have about 31 pregnant pigs that we are expecting to give birth this month. 31 pregnant pigs. So this month is going to be a busy month for me and my staff here on the farm. 31. So it's not going to be a usual month, because we did a batch crossing for our pigs around August batch crossing. So we crossed almost all the pigs that will be giving birth this month. We crossed them in August, so they'll be giving birth this month, and then we'll have others that will be giving birth next month. So this month alone, we have about 31. Okay, 30, because one has given birth already. So we have about 30 of them that will be giving birth. So there are 3 stages of pregnancy, like I said earlier. We have the early gestation, we have the mid gestation, and we have the late gestation. Now, in the early gestation, you can feed your pigs like the normal feed they eat, the normal finisher feeds they eat. You can feed them that. The mid gestation, you can feed them the normal feed too. But when it comes to late gestation, because don't forget, when the pigs are pregnant during the early gestation and the mid gestation, you don't really care much about heavy feeding them, because you just want them to have enough fiber in their diets to allow for easy digestion and for them not to get overweight. But now, in the late gestation, the piglets in the body of that pig requires more energy, requires more nutrients, because at that point they are getting ready to be pushed out. They are getting ready to be, to get out from their mother's womb. These pigs are shouting. So they are ready to be out from their mother's wombs. So you need to give them enough energy to, bulk up. So what do? You increase the energy content of their feed. Now what we usually do is we still give them the normal feed they eat, but we add more maize. That is that. We don't increase protein, we don't increase fiber, we don't increase vitamin. Every single one of these things stays the same, remains consistent. The only thing that during that late gestation, we begin to add more maize, or we begin to add any other energy source we use. Before, we used to use the cassava meal. Back then, we add cassava meal, but because of how corn is now, like how affordable it is now, we have to switch back to corn. So we don't increase protein, we don't increase anything. We simply increase the corn, because at this point we need to help the piglets to develop more, so that they can be pushed out and be sizable and be healthy. And the late gestation usually starts from the 90th day to the 114th day, because pigs are usually pregnant for 114 days, which is the usual 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, basically 114 days. So from the 0 to 30 days, that's early gestation. From 30 days to 70 something days, 75 days, that's the mid gestation. Then from the 75th day to the 114th day, that is the late gestation. But when you can start heavy feeding is from the 90th day, because that is when the whole process of the pigs enjoying their last days on their mother's womb, in their mother's wombs, begin. So you need to give them enough energy, so that once they're out from their mother's womb, they will have enough energy to struggle to breastfeed. Because how God created these pigs is that once they are out from their mother's wombs, they start rushing breast milk. Like that is how wonderful it is to look at these newborn piglets. Once they are out from their mother's uterus, the next thing they do is they start rushing the breast milk. Even when their eyes are still covered, they start looking for where to suckle. So that is how these pigs are created. And this is why they need a lot of energy during that late gestation. So what you do is you increase their energy content for the late gestation. Now, if you want a specific laid down formulation on how we formulate our winner feed, our grower feed, our finisher feed, our gestation feed, you just purchase this ebook. This ebook is probably the most detailed and most basic guide on pig farming for beginners. It will tell you everything you need to know about the breeds of pig you need to start, how to manage them, how to manage production on your farm, and every other thing you need, medication and all that. So get this ebook is very, very important, especially for those who want to start their farm newly. It will give you a basic, detailed guide. It's not too bulky, but it's also very, very detailed so that you don't feed yourself with too much information. The ebook goes straight to the point and gives you what you need to start your pig farm. So that's basically that on this video. See you guys in the next one.